and welcome back to This Messy Beautiful Life. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Press the bell so that you don't miss the videos when they come up. So this week I want to talk to you about relationships and when you have a chronic illness and the impact it has on your relationships, be it with your partner, with your children, with your friends, with your family. Relationships change when you have a chronic illness, and you also have to adapt, and the people around you have to adapt. So I've been with my now husband for 32 years, met when I was 19 and he was 20, and so we've grown together over the years, and he's seen me. I wasn't diagnosed with MS until I was 38. So obviously we've grown together over the years, and we've had normal illnesses, but when it came to me having been diagnosed with MS after a really traumatic incident, it was a change. He became very overprotective. He became which was great in one way, but it also didn't allow me to see how far I can push myself before he stepped in. Felt like he had to step in and save me. So I'm talking things, he's had to become my carer when I'm really bad, and I do have some guilt around that, because at the end of the day I know it's in sickness and in health, but you don't envision your partner, your life partner, becoming your carer. But he stepped up to that role with no questions asked, and I love that about him. Relationships with my children, I do try not to make my children my carer, because I just feel that I don't want that for them. They will help me out around the house, and I do have that guilt anyway that I can't always do things that I want to do with them for the length of time that I want to do it with them. For instance, things like going to the park, I can go, but I can't walk around the park for ages because I get extremely tired. Just little things like that, but I do try and do what I can, and what I'm very good at is adapting. So if I need a wheelchair to go around that zoo, I will hire a wheelchair, or I'll take my little scooter, my little grifter as it's called in the family. But the other relationships that change are relationships with friends. Now, if some friends don't understand MS, or chronic illness in general, and I think people, because I'm always try and be that glass half type of full girl, I always ensure that the side people see to me is that I'm fine, I'm okay, I'll just get on with it type of person, and I always try and have a smile on my face. I always think, what can people actually do to help with the pain, with the brain fog, with the lack of concentration, with the focus, with the fatigue? They can't really help me in that essence. And maybe that's wrong of me, because I'm already assuming that people won't be able to help me. So what I try and do is make it easier for the people around me to cope with my health condition. So I'll always be smiling, I'll always be chirpy, but there are some times where I just can't be like that, and my real friends will always know just by looking at me that I'm not okay, because there's something about the eyes where you can't hide it, and I do find that those friends will say to me, you know what, no, we're going to stop, we're not going to keep walking around this shopping centre. Shopping for me is a lot, it's overwhelming, it's the people, it's the noise, it's the heat, I get overheated. So simple things like that people take for granted, I need to make a lot of stops. So I need friends to go with me that will understand that. I need friends around me that will understand when I say, you know what, I need to cancel meeting you for lunch. I can't do that walk that I said I could do 2 weeks ago. I need to cancel that. I can't actually meet you for, an event that I said I could go to, but I booked that with you 4 months ago, but today I've woken up and I can't actually do it. I need people around me that understand that, and I have people around me that understand that. And it's amazing. It does, that support network is everything. When you've got a chronic illness and going through perimenopause, and a lot of my friends are going through perimenopause, you need that support network. It's so important to have the right people surrounding you because it makes life easier. It makes not having to explain every little thing about my health condition to others. It just makes it easier for me. And what I want people to take away from that is that you don't always have to treat me as though I'm fragile, because I'm not fragile. I'm far from fragile. But what is nice is when people do remember that, you know what, actually, Andrea can't do that, or let's adapt it, because without making me feel as though I'm a burden, because that's the biggest thing for me, is feeling like I'm a burden. And I think people with chronic health conditions, they hate feeling like they're a burden to others and having that guilt that we are making everybody have to do something different just to fit us in. And that part of it is hard, especially when you've been able-bodied for most of your life and now all of a sudden you're not. It's really difficult, and it's difficult accepting that sometimes on my part, so I can imagine what it's like for the people around me. So I just want to say that friendships are important to me. My family's highly important to me, and also my relationship with my husband is the most important thing. And it's that support, the support network is the most important thing, because it helps to make my life a lot easier when you do have the right support. And I just want to say, if you are struggling, don't feel alone, because there's always help out there for you. And those with chronic health conditions, there is help. People are always willing to help you. You just have to say, but take care of yourself. And life is messy, but it's always beautiful. And I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for watching this messy, beautiful life. Please like, share, subscribe.